Hi, I'm here today with Phillipa Bowers, who's a friend of mine who lives in Glastonbury. Don't you, Philippa?
I do indeed.
Quite a long time now, isn't it? How long?
Well, on and off. I did leave and go to Cornwall for 14 years, and I came back again 5 years ago and started making sculpture again.
And could you tell us about your sculptures? They're absolutely beautiful, aren't they?
Thank you.
Go for it.
Well, originally what happened was I was at art college and I started making little fat ladies
Yeah,
who
like me.
similar to this shape, but I had no idea what I was doing. But then a tutor said that they were very similar, not exactly the same, but similar to ones that had been found all over the world from thousands of years ago, prehistoric. And that set me off on the path.
Yeah.
And since then, it's evolved. I've been making goddess figures or female figures. When I first started, there was no one else doing it, as far as I know. And I just wanted to make affordable art for women and celebrating the feminine. And these are like the second generation of those. So I also make the odd male, because I believe in that both sides should be represented, and I'm also making one or two that are male and female. So this, for example,
Should we hold that up a bit?
is female one side
Yeah,
and male the other,
that's
and
lovely.
I call that unity.
That's lovely. Yeah, we need balance, don't we?
We do. That's what we need now.
Yeah, we do. I think it's
It's
whole
no good,
thing now, isn't it?
having all one
Yeah, totally.
and not the other. I make smaller ones as well.
Did you do this one here?
Yes, this
That's
is
lovely.
a naiad, and she's a waterfall.
She's beautiful.
Thank you.
She's actually beautiful.
And then I make several small ones because, as I say, my original idea was to make affordable art. So these are small figures, and the source is the most important figure that I make.
Right. And what's that called again?
That's called the source.
The source.
That's an
Can
ivory
you hold it up
source.
to show the camera? Lovely. It's beautiful, this one. Lovely.
And this is a small pilgrim figure, because a lot of people come to Glastonbury to the Abbey.
That's lovely as well, yeah. And what about this one here?
That's Lilith, who is said to be the first wife of Adam, but she wouldn't do as she was told, and so she was sent away, and Eve was his partner. That's the story
Okay.
in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Angels, I like making angels.
Yeah. Angels are lovely, aren't they? And are these cards all yours?
These cards are from my paintings.
You're such a talented lady, Philippa. I tell you,
Well,
really are. Amazing.
Thank you. I'm an obsessive,
Yeah,
as
but
my
you're
husband would
amazing.
have said. So these are all, I've got the paintings, some of them here on the walls, and
Way here.
there we are.
And you've also got
And these
your
are my books.
Your books.
This is The Wise Woman's Tale and The Secrets of the Cave, which I've recently got the publishing rights back for these, so I'm about to produce that one myself, and then eventually I'll do
And this
that
is your
one.
newest book, isn't it?
And
one?
this is The Dark Well of Glastonbury, which I wrote when I came back 5 years ago. And yes, I don't like the word channeling, but it came to me sitting in the Abbey where the well is, although I didn't know it was at the time. They've exposed it since then.
Okay.
And it goes back through the ages to the various people who guarded the well.
I have to say your books are very reasonable priced as well, aren't they? £12. Is that £12?
Well,
a
yes,
box,
that one is,
That's
yes.
reasonable, isn't
Well,
it?
the thing is, you have to be these days.
Yeah.
Books are not valued.
No.
They're produced very cheaply,
Mm.
and they're not valued really. But
I do remember you a few years ago now telling me the story about this
The
one.
Wise Woman.
Yeah, that was about.
Yes. Well, that was when I lived in Wookey Hole. I had a chapel there, and I used to hear the story of the Wicked Witch, who was well, very evil, was poisoning the crops, killing the babies, you know, all the bad things that people say. And I used to hear that, and I think, well, there must be some truth there somewhere, but not that truth.
Yeah.
And then when I went to Cornwall, I started writing.
Yeah.
And so I decided to write about the Wise Woman, but in order to tell the story, I thought I would tell the stories of the wise women of the 20th century,
Right.
and with looking back at the original story, because their lives would have been incredibly hard
Well, yeah,
and
definitely.
not very easy to tell.
No.
So that's what I did with that one.
So.
And yes, I think the wise
And the
women were the herbalists, the
Yeah.
midwives,
And they've
the
always
healers.
Had a hard, yeah, always had a hard time.
They were not
Persecuted,
wicked
weren't
at
they?
all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And people do talk about burning, but actually they were hanged in this country.
Right.
And heretics were burned,
Right.
witches were hanged.
Okay.
Get that one sorted out.
What about this one?
That's the sequel. That's the next story on of her sister.
Right.
And I might produce the next two in the series in due course. When I wrote them, they were taken on by Piatkus, but then Piatkus was sold, and the new editor no longer wanted any more. So, whereas I had been talking about series at the time.
Yeah.
And that's my writing. I've got another book half written which I need to get back to.
Oh, good. Do you have your name for that one?
Well,
yet?
it's called The Amulet.
The Amulet. Okay. We're looking
But
forward to that
I'm
one.
not sure when that will get
Okay.
produced.
And this is your card here, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And can we get to you on or you can get the email address there, but can you get a Facebook or
Facebook, yes, I'm on Facebook, and I have a website, Phillipa Bowers,
Phillipa Bowers.
2 L's, 1 P, and also I have the website, but I don't have much on my Facebook page, I'm afraid.
Right, let's just put these as just all the
Yeah.
okay. So, going back to your very first mould that you did, what happened then? It went from there, then did you take it into Star Child, did you? They
Well,
got there.
Star Child offered to produce my work when I went to Cornwall 20
Right.
years ago,
Okay.
because I had thought that I would stop and that would be the end of
Okay.
that. And they offered to take over the making of them, and I said yes, you know, have moulds, have kilns, have everything.
Yeah,
And to my amazement, they've still keep going.
yeah. That's wonderful,
So it's quite
isn't it?
good. Yes.
So that must feel really proud of yourself.
Well,
actually, you've come a long way.
Pleased with that, really.
Yeah,
Yes,
and-
but it wasn't. I've never planned
Mm.
very well. It's all just
So,
happened.
where do you get your inspiration from, Philippa? Where do you get that?
Goodness only knows. I don't know.
Does it just get channeled?
I think that must
Yeah,
be the answer,
yeah,
really. I
that's
don't
right.
like to use the word, but I think
Yeah.
that must be it.
Yeah. And do you look into nature a lot? Or?
Yes, I do. Yes, I walk most days with my dogs and get out there. But I think, in a way, I was tapping into a memory bank of our species or our
Yeah.
people. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, mostly when something happens, it literally evolves from the clay. I'll show you the one that happened when I first came back. This one, the crone.
Oh,
And I started making that one day. I was in Star Child workshop and I was having a laugh with the people there.
Yeah.
And picked up a bit of clay, started working on it, and then said, I think I might take this home
Yeah.
and
just couldn't put
work
it down.
on it. And I was off again. But
Yeah.
I had no plan to make sculpture again.
No, it just happened. It was meant to be, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, shall we have a look at some of these paintings up here? They're lovely.
And there's the jewellery as well.
Oh, do you do the jewellery as well?
Yeah.
Oh, this woman's amazing. It's just the jewellery as well. So, shall we have a look at some of the jewellery? Can you take a bit out
Yes,
to show
of
us? 'Cause
course.
it's a bit difficult to look through there. It's lovely. I feel so much peace when I come into this.